And Walmart is just one of the retailers who will need to navigate the new tariffs President-elect Trump says he will impose on day one of his administration. Trump promised increases on goods from Mexico, Canada, and China. Walmart's CEO spoke exclusively to CBS Mornings this morning, saying the company has a plan to protect their customers.
Now, our purpose is to try to keep prices low, to help people save money and enable them to live better. Now, certainly there'll be some occasions where you may see some impact on price, but we'll do everything we can between our suppliers, our supply chain, and do everything we can to help ensure that we're as efficient as possible to keep prices as low as we can. And that's exactly what we do each and every day, including right now in the holidays.
All right, let's bring in CBS News MoneyWatch correspondent Kelly O'Grady. Hey. So I saw an interesting poll out from CBS News that shows that 79% of respondents want to see President Trump enact those tariffs. Sorry, 79% want to see prices come down when President Trump takes office. 52% of respondents are in favor of tariffs. Help me understand the disconnect. What's going on there? Because you can't bring prices down if you impose these tariffs, at least one of two ways, right? Either prices are going to go up or we're going to absorb that and profits for corporations are going to go down, meaning the stock market's going to go down, meaning everybody's 401ks are going to go down. So help me understand what's going on here.
So, of course, right, we all want prices to go down. I do think part of it is that the messaging around tariffs during the campaign, it wasn't clear that tariffs would make prices go up because companies, like you say, they pay that tax when they have to import a good, and of course they pass it on to us most often. The other piece, though, of this is that President-elect Trump has said, well, this is going to be a negotiating tactic. And so I think a lot of voters and what you're seeing in that poll are saying, okay, well, maybe this is just, bluster. And I will say, President-elect Trump, he put out those numbers last night saying, look, Mexico, Canada, China, we're going to have these tariffs on day one that I'm in office. The president of Mexico has already indicated that she will send a letter to President Trump saying we do need to collaborate and negotiate. So on the one hand, it's potentially working. On the other hand, yes, there's a lot of concern from businesses of what is this going to do to my bottom line? Yeah,
I mean, it sort of smacks reminiscent. And I get it. It sounds great on paper. Hey, we're going to make these other countries pay more. And hopefully some of the things, meaning President-elect Trump, what he wants to accomplish will take root. But it sort of also sounds a little bit like China's going to pay for the wall, right? I'm going to build this wall. Mexico's going to pay for this wall. And that's a campaign promise that was actually never fulfilled. We built the wall, but Mexico obviously didn't pay for it. China has also come out and said, look, no one wins in a trade war. Help me understand that. Why China would say this is not going to be good for us and it won't be good for the United States either.
Yeah, so when you look at what happened last time around under the first Trump administration, where he put those tariffs in place on China, which, by the way, the Biden administration did keep and increase.
That's right.
But let's look at what happened to farming. These industries, they needed to be subsidized because what did China do? China retaliated. And they said, we're not going to buy your soybeans and whatnot. And so there were $28 billion that the government spent to support these farmers. So that's kind of one aspect of it. Of course, the other aspect is prices go higher. From China's perspective, though, they're not able to have their companies sell goods to Americans. They need us. And so it just becomes this back and forth. We're going to do this, you're going to do this, and no one wins in that situation.
But to your point earlier, look, if it works in bringing these countries to the negotiating table to get something out of them, which is what the president-elect is saying he wants to try and do, then maybe it is a win for the United States.
And that is the piece that's really interesting because especially with Mexico and Canada, there is this trade agreement, USMCA, it replaced NAFTA, that's coming up for review in 2026. And President-elect Trump has already said, I want to renegotiate the terms. That was what he said during the campaign. So he says, day one, I'm putting tariffs on Canada and Mexico. And look, Mexico has already indicated they may be coming to the table. So, yes, potentially, it is a good negotiating tactic. But, I mean, we're going to have to see what happens come day one.
Yeah, to be continued. All right. So, Kelly, we just got some consumer confidence numbers in. What are you hearing?
So consumers feel good. So actually, consumer confidence increased overall. And the thing that I always look at this is the expectations number. So that came in at 92.3. 80 is the number where you start to go, ooh, consumers think we may be going into a recession. Why? I think people are excited about where the economy is going. Potentially, a lot of folks obviously voted for President-elect Trump, and you're seeing some of that excitement of what it could mean. But to your point, we just talked about a number of things which could actually potentially spell bad news. And so we'll sort of see if that confidence of where things are going is actually brought to fruition of how things turn out.
Yeah, we'll be watching. I know you will especially. Thank you, Kelly. Always good to have you here in Studio 55.